All right, welcome back. It's another episode of Rockerbox TV. I'm your host and founder and CEO of Rockerbox, Josh Cunningham. I've got a really good guest for you today. It's one of my close personal friends and good old buddies from back in the days. Please welcome Scott Solari.
Yeah, Josh, thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it, and excited to be on Rockerbox TV with you.
Certainly.
I mean,
Well,
I remember the days before Rockerbox, man, and to see what you've done with this company, it's pretty amazing.
very cool, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate the love and the support as always. We were actually just reminiscing a little bit before I hit the record button here to go live. But I have a picture here that I dug up in the Facebook archives of kind of where the story began for you and I. For those of you who don't know who Scott is, Scott and I both kind of got our start at viral marketing a long time ago. I was one of the first 3 or 4 employees of the company back in 2011. And I traveled the country with Frank, going to all these different real estate seminars and events and conferences. And then it looks like on April 16th of 2013, so a couple years down the road, right as I started helping out Spring Benson solve her ISA problems, which led to the birth of Rockerbox, you were joining viral marketing and sort of stepping in and filling that Frank's right-hand man role.
Yeah.
But here's a picture from one of those first wonderful client dinner last night. Frank posted from April 16th. And so at that point, you joined viral marketing, and then why don't you kind of take from there and let the audience know here a little bit about yourself, some of your accomplishments, and then what you have going on today.
Yeah, totally, man. So I was with Viral for what six and a half years, and you know, over that time, like thousands of conversations with realtors, real estate teams, helping them focus on improving their business, essentially, right? Consulting them. It wasn't just video marketing we were helping them with at Viral. We were helping consulting them. So I was traveling for years and working events, just really understanding the ins and outs of the real estate business. And then I had an opportunity to after doing that and having a wonderful experience at Viral, and just being able to make so many amazing connections with such amazing entrepreneurs and business owners in the real estate space, which you've done the same, obviously. I had a great opportunity to come work at RealSync, and RealSync is a integration platform. It's basically a way for you to automate all the tasks that you have happening in different applications and bring it all centrally to one spot, which I know it's a big issue. And within the real estate spaces, there's so many applications, and it's like, you don't want your agents, or if you're an agent, you don't want to be jumping around a million different applications. You need to be focused in your CRM and working your leads, right? And allow these other applications where leads are coming in, or these other tools, and allow all that automation to happen and push the data into one place so that you can just stay hyper focused and generate more business, essentially, right? So I moved over to RealSync, and for the last pretty much the whole time during COVID, dude, we've been like building a new product.
Right.
And I don't know if the timing is good, bad, or it's pretty indifferent, right? But we've been working really hard, and one of the things we identified was like, we're like, all right, where does a team or an agent live? Well, they live in either their CRM, which they should be, or in their Gmail.
Yep.
So we go, well, how can we bring the CRM to the Gmail so that they're not having to necessarily jump back and forth as much, and maybe we can save them 3 to 5 hours over a month of time, right? And then ideally that time is used productively, and maybe they get another deal or two from their follow-up, right?
Yep.
So
or just the 3 or 4 hours, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That in itself is a victory,
Right, it's a victory, and saves you just on top of the time, but just the annoyance of having to jump in the CRM, search for the contact, and find it. With the Gmail extension that we're launching, and I'm happy to be able to give it to your clients, especially because we know a lot of your clients use some of the CRMs that we integrate with Boomtown being one of them, to be able to offer this for free. So everyone's like, well, why would you give anything away for free? Doesn't make sense. Well, there is an upgrade of it where you can upgrade to, that's just $10 a month per user. But the free version really solves the main pain that are clients that we identified, which is getting contacts from your sphere, from your database that are in your Gmail into your CRM.
Right.
And what we found just in the last couple months, Josh, when we've like had people beta testing it and the early adopters and everything, is that they're realizing how many people that they've engaged or interacted with in their Gmail that were not in their CRM. And you can, and so our tool allows you to seamlessly, like with the click of a button, add new contact, and that identifies which ones are in the CRM, which ones aren't. So all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, that person's not in the CRM, and you can add them, right?
Yep.
But the biggest thing is then you can create follow-up tasks on them, add notes.
Yep.
All of a sudden you're not potentially missing out on a deal you could have had because they weren't in your CRM.
Yep.
And it's really kind of help people move that needle along and build their database that way, which is really awesome. So they're able to put those tasks, like I said, on there and get the follow-up and get that person kind of into that flow in the CRM.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So, I mean, just to kind of summarize here again, we both come from having worked side by side with Frank Klesitz at Viral Marketing.
Yep.
Traveling the country, going to all these seminars, going to all these events, connecting with all these top producers, and not only finding out what makes them top producers, but more importantly, what keeps them up at night, right? And being opportunistic and being entrepreneurial. Again, that's what sort of led me to starting in Rockerbox. And here you are, you have an opportunity to fill another gap, fill another void, another missing link, so to speak, in the industry, by just again wanting to ultimately help agents close more deals, save more time, right? Get their life back, build their real estate empire, whatever that is. Because we all know there's so many different steps of the funnel. There's so many different pieces. And every time you have another link where there's a gap, where there's a void, that creates huge opportunity. Because when you want to double or triple your business, that doesn't mean you have to double or triple everything in your business. It could literally mean finding that one little gap in your business and just increasing it a small percentage. And then watch that play out through the rest of your funnel. So, I mean, I agree with you 1,000%. You got to have your CRM organized. You got to have your notes kept in there. You got to be logging your calls. You got to be creating follow-up tasks, using the automated tools within the CRM, like sending people customized listings. You've got to be doing those things, but people sometimes tend to forget about their most important asset, which is the people that they've already won over, their past clients, their friends, their family, their referral partners. And those people don't get loaded into the CRM because they never opted in on some ad word one day and clicked on some cold lead that you purchased online, but yet you're not treating your own clients that way. Which, because you're right, it gets totally forgotten about. So I love this tool. It gets other people that you're already communicating with, right? You're already Gmailing with, you're already conversating with, and it gets them in their CRM and allows you to start logging and reviewing your activity. So you want to do a little screen share here and kind of
so I'll do a quick screen share, and you can see that the video always lands right in front of it, but you see that I'm just in my Gmail, and this is the extension, and it pulls up right here. This is the home page, and it shows me a couple overdue tasks, and you can just complete them right here, which is awesome. I can click and do an email. So let's say if I clicked into Josh's email, it identifies like ones that are already in the database. And then I know that Josh is in my Boomtown instance because it's not showing up here. So I click on here, and then it allows me to add Josh really quick. So all of a sudden, just like that, I identified someone that wasn't in my CRM. This is what we're talking about. And I'm going to be able to add them really quick. All right. Nice. And then I can put in the phone number. I don't know if I did enough digits.
I don't know if I want you giving out that number publicly, man.
The 555 number.
Yeah, that's my custom number. I've had it forever.
Let's see if it works. There we go.
Nice.
Look at that. So now you can manage this contact. So what's really cool about it is you add it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, I have to add a tag, change my lead status. You can log a call. You can do all these things right here. Just add a tag, add a task, right? Like I'm going to meet with him next week, blah, blah, blah. And you can assign the task to somebody else too. So that's really cool for ISAs.
And it just syncs it right up with your CRM.
Yep. And it's all, you can see it. I can always pull up Boomtown, but this works for Boomtown, Follow Up Boss, Firepoint, and then hopefully Sierra by the end of the month. And then we have Chime, Lion Desk, Real Geeks, Brivity all in the queue as well. So, the idea again is if your workflow is living in your CRM, this is going to allow you to really manage that and help you manage your contacts. You can log emails. That's a big one for Boomtown because you can get the email communication into Boomtown, which right now they don't have. You can jump right to the CRMs. If I click here and I log into my Boomtown, if you're already logged in, it would have pushed me right to Josh's contact record. So you can see all the stuff that I was just doing.
Yep. That's great, man.
So the activity, the tasks, all that stuff, right?
The thing I love about this is there's so many things that are created in this real estate space that I call an and, right? It's another thing you got to do, a new system, a new technology, a new app, a new integration. It's like an and. This is more of an also, because you should be working in your CRM and you should be working in your Gmail. Like, we're not telling you to quit your habits, but this is in conjunction with the work that you're normally doing. This is an improvement on its own, sort of in the back. It's an also, not an not an and. You don't have to go out and necessarily learn a new platform and start checking something different, start getting different alerts. This helps you improve the efforts that you already have. And just makes it in a more organized manner, which we are a huge fan of. We are addicted to CRM and CRM management because that's what we do all day, every day, is make calls and organize people's CRMs for them. So.
Yeah, I love how you just frame that, because it's like, that's what got me so excited about it, because it's like, man, they don't need, God, we don't need to bring them another application, have them jumping into something new. This is kind of just like a bridge, or like it brings those two things together, the space that you're going to be, so yeah, we're real excited about it. And it's available for free, like I said, and the functionality with the free version, you can do all the things I was just showing.
Lost you there for a second.
Oh.
Are we back?
We're back.
All right, rewind.
I don't even know what I was saying, but yeah, it's
rewind 2 sentences. And
it's like I said, it's free to download, and then obviously there's certain functionality with the upgrade, but we just want people to have it and start seeing what they can do with this tool at their,
gotcha.
In their email. So yeah.
How do people, what's the call to action? How do people learn more from here? Where do they go from here?
Yeah, so I'll give you a link for them, but it's cbx.realsync.com. I'll give you that link though, and
Perfect.
they can
they can sign.
They can sign up, and then if they mention Rockerbox, I'll extend a 25% discount for anyone that upgrades.
Nice.
So if they decide to upgrade to the paid version, anyone that uses that Rockerbox as their promo code will get that discount. So
very cool. Appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you, man, and I know how hard you work for your clients, helping them use their CRMs, right, and convert leads. So we're hoping this adds a little bit extra to help them as well.
Certainly, we're excited to spread the good news.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time today, Scott. I know you got a busy schedule. I was happy to ambush you in this Zoom meeting and get a little piece that we could send out to our audience today. So thanks again for us. Any last words?
No. Go download it.
Download it today. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.